What's up, bees? Alright, so I'm about to get started. This just short intro into the video, just letting you guys know I'm going to be talking about why I haven't been posting, how I'm going to be posting now, and what's been going on with my life recently. It's a huge tea time up in this video, so make sure you don't miss it. And as always, if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe. Hey, what's up, guys? Oh, my hair's messed up. What's up, bees? Alright, so I hope you guys like that little intro. Hazel, really? You're messing with the camera. Come on now, mama. So yeah, I just came up with that intro. I hope you guys liked it. I like the colors of it. I like the little music. I feel like it's impacting getting up in there. But let's get down to business. The reason why I did this video is because I wanted to tell you guys why I've been so busy and I haven't been posting. Well, first of all, the main reason is I've been focusing on school a lot. Ever since I moved up to Flagstaff, I've been focusing on school, working everything up to school, getting my rents done, getting all the materials that I would possibly need. So it's everything has been rotating around me, getting everything for school, getting prepared for school. And so now that I'm actually in school, I've been putting a lot of focus into that and not as much focus into other things, not even cleaning my damn house. But that doesn't matter. And I've also been super busy with school because I made up my mind that I don't want to graduate in 4 years. I want to graduate in 3. So I'm aiming for 3 years. I want to get straight into my career. I want to cut off that one extra year that I possibly don't even have to be in school in, like over here in Flagstaff, because then I'm going to go to med school. So I'm planning on getting started in med school earlier. Hopefully that works out for me. Hopefully I even graduate 3 years early. Not 3 years early, but like a year early with just 3 years. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was I've been getting everything ready for my vacation with Aracy. Everything leading up to that, we've been shopping, getting everything that we possibly need, getting everything planned over there, but not everything planned. We want to plan most of it, but then still have that extra space up in there. So we've been planning everything for that, and then we added a little something before our trip actually starts. So we added something to the beginning of our trip. That way we can make it even more exciting. That's actually something that Aracy gave me, and I'm actually not going to show that to you guys up until after when you actually see it in the video. So you guys aren't going to find out what that little something is until we're filming it. But yeah, that's what happened. And then every time I've been going down for the weekends, I've been going down, either I've been busy with like an event or something, or helping my parents, or simply like helping Aracy with something, like setting something up, or working my butt off because I've been trying to get all of the money that I possibly can for this vacation because I want to spend money as comfortably as I can. I don't want to be worried about money, and I definitely think I've done that. I have a good amount in my savings account and everything. Now I have enough for rent even after I come back. And now let's get down to the real down nitty-gritty dirty work. I finished my tea, but this is still tea time. So the tea time for today, I lost my job. Okay, so this was a huge surprise to me. It was the worst surprise ever though. Not a surprise that I would want, but it was the hugest surprise ever. I wasn't expecting it at all. I definitely was like super shocked by what happened. And so basically, the whole story. So as you guys know, I love my job. I loved my old job. I freaking loved it. I put everything into it. I loved everyone that I worked with. I had like no problems with it at all in any way. Like I was happy. The only thing was, like right before school started, my boss told me that she would have to lower my hours, like that she had to because they didn't fit in the budget of the company. So then I was like, okay, that's fine. But then I realized, no, that's not fine. I'm not going to have enough money to be living here in Flagstaff because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get evicted. School was like barely starting. And so I was like in panic mode. I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? How am I going to get a second job? Like I can't be doing that because then that's going to be like a third job because I'm also volunteering at the hospital. So I was definitely in shock after that. And then so I wrote up this little email. I checked it a million times, making sure I didn't offend her or anything, but I was simply just saying like, hey, can I receive more hours? You asked me if I could become full-time here, and then I said yes, and then I was just like, can I have more hours? And then the next day, I was on my way to class, and I forgot I had to print something out. So then I went to my job, and then I was printing it out, and as I was printing it out, she came downstairs, and she was like, oh, hi, Charlie, and I was like, oh, hey, and then she's like, I read your email, I'm sorry, but I can't give you more hours. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. I was like, I'll just, like, look for something on the side, like Postmating or something, but, like, that's fine, I'll still be working here and everything. And she's like, yeah, that's totally fine. So then I went to class, and in the middle of class, I get a text from my coworker, Donna, and she's like, the text literally said, like, oh my God, Charlie, my boss's name, so let's just say her name is Julie. Julie just told me the news. Julie just told me the news. I'm so sorry, I will miss you. Okay, what? I was in the middle of class. I had just talked to Julie, and she was acting like everything was fine. And then in the middle of class, literally I get a message, like, pretty much saying, like, oh, I'm going to miss you. Why would she miss me? Oh, bitch, because you're fired. Like, what? No, I never agreed to this. I never said I was leaving the company because you didn't give me more hours. I literally have copies of these emails because I knew she would try to change my words, but it's literally in writing, so you can't deny it, Julie. So then I wrote another email to Julie, and I was like, hey, what's going on? Like, Donna just texted me, I'm confused. And then she replied to me, and she's like, I understand that your education and your rank come first, so I'm just going to relieve you of your duties. Like, you don't need to come back to work. And I was like, what? Like, what? And she's like, yeah, we'll just count Monday as your last day. Like, she was giving me till Monday. I was like, at least she gave me a week. So then that happened, and then I went to Cassidy's house, which is my sister. I went to her house. She also lives up here in Flagstaff, as I think I've said before, but she lives up here in Flagstaff, and I went over to her house, and I was like, look at this, what Julie just told me. And then she was like freaked out because she's the one that got me the job, and she's like, what the? And so we were hella confused. We're like, this be. So she helped me write an email basically saying, like, how are you going to do this to me? How is this possibly going to help me? You know how expensive Flagstaff is. Like, you know what it's going to do to me, like, if I don't find another job anytime soon. Like, it's going to ruin my freaking chances of even living here. So then we sent that to her. The night passed, and then it was morning time, and then she sent me an email back. Let me tell you guys about this email. Literally, her email said, we'll count the past Monday as your last day. Bring me your key tomorrow in the morning. Wow, you have some big balls. Big freaking, you don't give up. Like, honestly, Trump attitude as hell. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was just like, wow, you're really going to respond that rude and, like, that blunt that you're not even going to tell me, like, oh, no, like, this. No, she was just like, bring me your key tomorrow. Like, Monday is your last day. And I was like, wow, so now I don't even have a week. So then I went back to Cassidy's house, and we were like, how can we, like, smack this in the face? And then she was like, well, I mean, because, okay, so my boss, Julie, has a boss which is called the board, and it's like a group of people, and they're the boss of her, so they tell her what to do. And so with that, me and her were like, ooh, okay. And so pretty much we made another email to Julie, and we were like, listen, if you don't let me stay at least 2 more weeks there, or like make something work out, I'm going to send these emails to your boss, which they're most likely going to be like, what is going on? So I threatened her with that, and I was like, I'm going to literally send all of the emails to them if you don't change something about this. Now, this is the part that mind blew me. Like, I was so mind blown. She literally didn't want me to talk to her boss so bad. Like, so bad. Literally, she, like, pretty much paid for my silence. Because let me tell you, she sent me an email the next day. It wasn't even her. She reached out to HR, And they sent me an email. They're like, hey, she wants to pay you for the rest of the month, but you don't have to come into work. Okay, what? I was like, and I was just like, okay, like, send me. I just had to sign something. I was like, okay, send me the thing and I'll sign it. Like, I don't care. And so they were going to send me the thing, but then Julie was like, hey, you can just come in and sign it. And then so I went to go sign it. And then after signing it, I was just like, hey, Julie, can you give me a goodbye hug? Because I know how mad she was that I, like, threatened her. And so I knew she was so mad, and then I didn't know this, but then Cassidy told me right after that Julie hates hugs. So then I was like laughing even more because she literally, that was the most awkward hug ever, but I was hugging her with a smile because of how much pleasure it was giving me to rub it in her face that she can't take advantage of people. Like, okay, you're the CEO of this place, but you still have a boss and you still have to respect people. Like, people have value. Like, what? You shouldn't just diss them like this. Like, what if you run into them later on and you need their help? Like, seriously, you should just change your whole way of doing things. You handled that very badly, but that's none of my business. That's all your business. It's literally your business. So that's what's been going on with me, guys. So message of the day, my message was in this story, guys. Don't let anyone dominate over you guys. Don't let anyone take advantage of you guys. Everything in this life, you have to work for it or earn it, which is pretty much the same thing. You earn it by working for it or like doing some big accomplishments for it, and you work for it and you get it. So they're the same thing. They go hand in hand. If you're just handed something, that thing can just as easily be taken away, and that's what Julie thought that she could do to me. But the difference is I worked for where I was, and I worked for everything that I did with the company. Literally, I did so much for that company, and they're probably like regretting that they let me go. I know Donna for sure was like, why did she do this to you? But so yeah, like, don't let people dominate over you guys. You guys stand up for yourself. Silence is not your only option. Like, stand up for what you believe in. Like, even if you think that you're going to be ridiculed, or even if it's like something you have to go to a very far extent, like how I did. I literally had to threaten her. I didn't think I would have to threaten anybody, but it's like, she was in the wrong. Like, what were you doing to me? And so that's the message of the day, guys. Look, this is a prime example. Don't let people take advantage of you, because they'll try it. Anyone will try to take advantage of you at least once or more. Like, just stand up for yourself, stand up for what you believe in, and stand your damn ground. Because honestly, if you don't stand your ground, they're going to just keep pushing and wait for you to put your damn walls down. But don't let them tear your walls down. Stand up for that, guys. Alright. I love you guys. See you next week.